Have you ever been so sick or hurt that you couldn't write? In this video, I'm going to talk about writing when you're sick and some things you can do to move your book forward even when you're not at 100%. What's up, guys? This is Michael Around with Author Level Up, giving you the best tools and strategies for writing faster and growing your influence with readers. If this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button to get new writing videos every week. It's pretty hard to write when you're sick. I don't know about you guys, but I've had my fair share of illnesses and injuries that threaten my daily word counts. Yet I persisted, and I have a lot of books to show for it. But when you're sick, that's a hard mindset to adopt. Illnesses have a way of reprogramming your brain, and after all, you have to take care of yourself so you can get better. That's a biological defense mechanism. So that's my first piece of advice. Take care of yourself. If that means getting rest, get rest. If that means devoting time to care for a sick kid or a loved one, devote that time. Otherwise, the illness will drag out longer than it should. Once you're doing that, then follow the rest of the tips in this video. A second tip I'll offer is an anti-tip. Don't beat yourself up because you can't write. I know a lot of you guys set daily word count goals, but remember that it's not the end of the world if you don't hit them. In fact, it's quite the opposite. A daily goal is simply that, a goal. Some days you'll hit it, some days you'll miss it, some days you'll exceed it entirely. As long as you're doing your due diligence, the law of averages will work in your favor. Instead, on days when you're sick, I suggest creating micro goals, if you can. So for example, instead of 1,000 words a day, try to hit 100. I know it sounds a little silly, but by setting a goal that's easily achievable, you'll hit it, and you'll go to bed feeling like you accomplished something. So if you write on your phone, that will make this much easier to set those micro goals. If you can't write on your phone, try dictating using your phone's built-in microphone. Basically, just do anything you can to hit that micro goal, but don't fret if you don't. Once I had a nasty case of norovirus. Freaking hate norovirus. It was awful. I felt like I weighed 1,000 pounds and, every hour I was running to the bathroom. And for 15 minutes every day, I literally dragged myself to my computer and I forced myself to write 100 words, even if they were crap. It kept the momentum of my novel, and when I was better, I had around 500 words to show for my illness, which is better than none. The next tip I'll offer is to read. Reading is super easy to do when you're sick. It's my default. If my mind isn't right and I can't bring myself to write, I read and watch YouTube videos. It's a very reflective time for me, and I do a lot of thinking about what I'm going to do when I'm better. Remember, reading is a critical skill that you have to continue building even when you become a writer. Take advantage of this downtime and read something in your genre, or watch movies that you will enjoy. Give yourself permission to consume, as a consumer, as a reader, as a viewer. Just don't let that turn into procrastination. Final tip I'll offer you guys is to simply listen to your body. Now, before you click away and go watch another video, I know this sounds strange, but let me explain. 2 days before shooting this very video, my neck went out. I was lifting some heavy bags of soil at the hardware store and I overdid it. My neck was super stiff, and I kind of looked like a turtle. And in other words, there was no way I could shoot my video, so I had to rest. Now this happens to me about once or twice a year, and whenever it does, it usually puts me out of commission for a couple of days. And I know I'm sick when I can't sit down at my computer to write because it's just so painful that I can't sit for long periods of time. So I had to listen to myself and delay the video shoot, even though I had a deadline. Instead, I used that time to divert my energy into scripts so that I had 1 to 2 extra videos to shoot when I was feeling better. The result was that I was a day behind, but I actually ended up coming out 2 weeks ahead because of the extra videos, because I record all my videos in batches. So that's how you have to think. One day is just that. One day. Think about the long term. If it's just a passing illness, you'll look back on it and be glad you found some way to be productive with your time. If it's a more permanent illness or injury, then that's a subject for a different video entirely, and you'll have to do what you have to do to take care of yourself first, then your family, and then your writing. But if you commit and turn every setback into an opportunity, you'll be amazed at how much momentum you have when you come out of it. So that's it for this video. If this is your first time watching, I'd love to have you subscribe. Every week I publish videos just like this one with writing advice to help you write better and grow your influence with readers. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.